I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here with you all today. We are ready for another amazing chat.
We really are. And today we have a topic that is so important. It's something every single English learner thinks about.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Today, we are talking about how to start a conversation in English.
Exactly. It sounds simple, right? But it can feel so scary when you actually try to do it.
Totally. You know the words, you know the grammar, but then your mind just goes blank. You freeze.
Yes, that is completely normal. Everyone feels that way at first. Even native speakers feel nervous sometimes.
That's a great point, Emily. Why do you think it feels so scary for English learners? What is the main fear?
I think it's the fear of making a mistake. People think if my English isn't perfect, the other person will judge me.
Right. They worry about saying the wrong word, or they think people won't understand their accent.
Exactly. But here is the beautiful truth. When you start a conversation, the other person isn't grading your English.
No, not at all. They are just happy you are talking to them. They are looking at the connection, not the grammar.
Yes, connection is the whole point. We learn a language to connect with other humans.
That's powerful, Emily. So how do we actually do it? How do we break the ice and just start talking?
Well, let's look at some real-life situations. Let's start with the easiest one, talking about the situation around you.
Oh, I love this one. It's so natural. You just look at what is happening right now in that exact moment.
Right. For example, the most classic English conversation starter is the weather.
Yes, it's a classic for a reason. Everyone experiences the weather. It's something we all share.
Exactly. You can be at a bus stop and just say, "It's really cold today, isn't it?"
Yep. Or if it's raining, you can say, "Wow, I didn't bring my umbrella today." It is so simple.
And it works. The other person will usually agree. They might say, "Yeah, I'm freezing too." And boom, you are talking.
You're talking. It really is that easy. What is another situation where we can use the environment around us?
Think about waiting in line, like at a coffee shop. You can look at the food and ask a simple question.
Right. You can say, "That cake looks amazing. Have you tried it before?"
Yes, people love to give their opinions. Asking for a small opinion is a great way to start a chat.
It makes them feel helpful, and they will probably say, "Oh, yeah, it's great," or "No, but I love the cookies here."
Exactly. You can also use this at a party or an event. You can say, "The music is really loud," or "The food here is delicious."
Those are great examples, Emily. So the first tip is talk about the things you both can see or feel.
Yes. Now, let's talk about another great way to start a conversation, giving a compliment.
Oh, this is my favorite. Everyone loves hearing something nice about themselves. It instantly makes them smile.
It really does. But we have to be careful, right? We want to give nice, friendly compliments, not weird ones.
Right, exactly. Don't say, "You have beautiful ears." That's just strange.
Keep it simple. A safe and polite compliment is about clothes or maybe a bag or shoes.
For sure. I always use this one. "I really like your jacket. Where did you get it?"
That is perfect, Paul. It has two parts. First, the compliment. Second, a question to keep the conversation going.
Yes, the question is the secret trick. If you just say, "Nice jacket," the person says, "Thanks," and the conversation dies.
Right, the silence comes back. But when you ask, "Where did you get it?" they have to give you a real answer.
They might say, "Oh, I got it at the mall," or "It was a gift." And then you can ask another question based on that.
Exactly. You are building a bridge. Another good compliment is about someone's energy or work.
How do you mean? Like at a meeting or in an English class?
Yeah, if a classmate answers a question well, you can say, "You did a great job today. Your English is really good."
That's wonderful. It's so supportive, and it opens the door to ask, how long have you been studying?
You see, it always leads to another question. Speaking of questions, that is our third big tip, asking for help.
Oh yeah, people love to help. It's human nature. If someone asks for help, we want to fix their problem.
Exactly. And you don't need a big problem. You can ask for something very small.
Like asking for directions, even if you have a map on your phone.
Right. You can put your phone away and just say, "Excuse me, do you know where the train station is?"
Yep. Or in a supermarket. Do you know where they keep the coffee? It's a natural, easy conversation starter.
And it's very safe. If the person is busy, they just say, "Sorry, I don't know," and you just say, "No problem, thanks."
Exactly. There's no pressure. And if they do know, they will tell you. Maybe they will even walk with you.
That happens a lot. You start talking while you walk. It's a great way to practice your English in the real world.
So, we have the weather, giving compliments, and asking for help. These are all amazing practical tools.
Yes, they are. But having the tools is only half the battle. The other half is in our minds.
The mindset. This is so important. How should an English learner think when they want to talk to someone?
The best mindset is curiosity. Be genuinely interested in the other person.
I love that. When you are curious, you stop thinking about your own fear. You focus on them instead.
Exactly. When you are worried about your grammar, you are only thinking about yourself. How do I sound? What if I look silly?
Right. But if you think, I want to learn about this person, the fear slowly goes away.
Yes, and part of this mindset is your body language. You can say the right words, but if your face is angry, it won't work.
So true. You can't start a conversation looking like you want to fight someone. You need an open posture.
Smile. A warm, genuine smile is the best conversation starter in any language. It means I am safe and friendly.
Totally. Eye contact is important too. Don't look at the floor. Look at the person, smile, and just say hi.
Yep. And remember to listen. We often think a conversation is just about talking, but listening is actually more important.
That is a brilliant point, Emily. A good conversation is like playing catch. You throw the ball, and then you have to catch it.
Right. You ask a question, and then you really listen to their answer. Don't just plan your next sentence.
Oh, I used to do that all the time when I was learning Spanish. I was so stressed about my next sentence, I didn't hear a word they said.
We all do that. But if you listen closely, they will give you the topic for your next question.
Exactly. If you ask about their weekend and they say they went to the park with their dog, boom, you talk about dogs.
Oh, you have a dog? What kind of dog? It's that simple. Just follow their lead.
This makes it feel so much easier. You don't have to control the whole conversation. You just have to participate.
Yes, you are a team. And speaking of participating, we have a quick question for our amazing listeners right now.
Yes, we do. We love hearing from you guys. It makes this whole channel feel like a big worldwide family.
It really does. So if you are enjoying this chat, please take a quick second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
And we want you to practice right now. Go to the comments and leave us a message. Tell us your favorite way to start a conversation.
Yes, start a conversation with us in the comments. Tell us about the weather where you live or give us a fun compliment.
We read all the comments, and we love replying to you. It's the best part of our day.
Absolutely. So we've talked about practical examples and the right mindset. But Paul, let's talk about the hard stuff.
You mean the mistakes, the awkward moments, the things that make us want to run and hide.
Exactly. Because things will not always go perfectly. What happens if you try to start a conversation and the person doesn't understand you?
Oh man, that is the worst feeling. You ask a question and they just look at you with a confused face.
It feels terrible. Your face gets hot. You want the ground to open up and swallow you.
Yes, but we have to view this wisely. A confused face does not mean your English is bad.
Exactly. Usually it just means they didn't hear you clearly. Maybe there was background noise, or maybe you spoke too quietly because you were nervous.
Right. So what is the best thing to do in that moment? Do you run away?
No, you just take a breath, smile again, and repeat yourself, maybe a little louder and slower.
Just say, "Sorry, I'll say that again." You can even use your hands to point or gesture if it helps.
And if they still don't understand, it's okay to be honest. Honestly is a great way to connect.
How do you mean? What should you say?
Just say, "Sorry, I am still learning English. Let me try again." People respect that so much.
They really do. When you admit you are learning, they instantly become more patient. They want to help you succeed.
Yes, they change from a stranger into a helper. It completely removes the tension from the air.
That's a great strategy. But what about another common fear? What if you forget a word right in the middle of talking?
Oh, the famous blank brain. You are talking, and suddenly the word for umbrella just vanishes from your mind.
Yup, you're just standing there saying, and waving your hands around.
We have all been there. First, don't panic. Silence feels very long to you, but it's only a second for them.
Right. And you can just describe the thing you forgot. If you forget umbrella, say, the thing you use in the rain.
Exactly. Or the little roof on a stick. People will laugh with you and say, "Oh, an umbrella."
That's actually a fun way to learn new words. You describe it, they tell you the word, and you never forget it.
Yes, mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are just stepping stones on your path to fluency.
I completely agree. And here's one more fear people have. What if you start the conversation, but it just dies?
You mean the awkward silence? You ask about the weather, they say, "Yeah," and then nothing. Crickets.
Exactly. You just stand there looking at each other. It feels so uncomfortable.
It does, but we have to remember not every conversation is meant to be a long chat.
That's true. Sometimes people are tired. Sometimes they're busy thinking about their own lives.
Right, it's usually not about you. If the conversation dies, just let it die gracefully. It's totally fine.
Just smile and say, "Well, have a nice day," and walk away. You still practiced. You still won.
Yes, you took the step, you were brave. The outcome doesn't matter as much as the action of trying.
Exactly. Every time you open your mouth to speak English to a stranger, you are building a new habit of courage.
That is so beautifully said, Paul. And that brings us to the real life lesson for today's episode.
It does. Learning English isn't just about memorizing words in a textbook. It's about opening your world.
Yes, it's about crossing the bridge between you and another human being, and that requires a little bit of bravery.
It does. It requires you to be okay with feeling a little uncomfortable at first.
Exactly. We want to encourage all of you listening today. Progress takes time. Every little step counts.
Yes. Don't be so hard on yourself. When you make a mistake, and you will, just laugh about it.
You are doing an amazing job just by being here and trying. Be proud of the English you know today.
You have enough English right now to make a friend, to ask for help, or to just share a nice moment with someone.
You really do. So this week, we challenge you to try it. Just say hello to someone new. Use the weather, give a compliment, just start.
You will be surprised by how kind people can be. We believe in you, and we are cheering for you.
We absolutely are. Thank you so much for joining us for another great chat. Keep practicing, stay positive, and we will see you next time on Mr. English Channel.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Keep up the great work and see you in the next episode. Bye.